Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to go for a much needed walk. I have a migraine, and honestly that's the hardest part about working out sometimes is like I get chronic migraines. So I get multiple types of migraines. They're never gonna go away. If anything, they've just gotten worse over the years. And I absolutely refuse to be on medication. The main reason for that is my hormones already being so out of, how do I put this? They're just out of whack. And a big reason for that is because I got my tubes tied at such a young age. And some people claim that like that doesn't put your hormones out of whack, but it does. So I don't want to get on any extra medications that I, don't necessarily need. It would just make my life a little bit easier. Kind of like with ADHD. I refuse to be on ADHD medication. It would probably make my life a whole lot easier. But I do all the things that I'm supposed to do for it, and I try and get better every day, and some days are harder than others, but then the same thing goes with migraines. Like I got diagnosed with chronic migraines when I was 5 or whatever, so I'm used to them. Like I said, they can and do get worse. They kind of suck, but such is life. But anyway, what I wanted to say was I just posted a video a few minutes ago, and it was of me saying some Spanish words. So I say tia and I say tortillas in the video, and while tortilla, obviously there's a lot of Americans who say it, or like people will say quesadilla or queso or whatever, right? And while my pronunciation is not perfect pronunciation in Spanish, obviously, I do try my best to pronounce it correctly, and sometimes I get a lot of flack for that. So there have been people that are like, you're trying too hard, just say it right, say it whatever. I'm like, okay. Personally, I think that words should be pronounced in the way that they're meant to be said. And once again, while I'm not necessarily doing that, I'm giving it my best effort. And I say that because I just feel like it's kind of, it's kind of racist not to. Am I wrong in thinking that that's right? Like if I went to any restaurant, it doesn't even have to be a Mexican restaurant, and I was like, hey, I'll take the quesadilla, please. Which happens at Taco Bell all the time. I worked at Taco Bell for a long time. And people will be like, can I have the quesadilla? And it pisses me off. Or they'll be like, can I have the enchilada? Or like something ridiculous. Like they'll make up something ridiculous. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. You could just say it how it's supposed to be said. Or like the Americanized version of how it's supposed to be said. You can say quesadilla. Like it doesn't have to be super Mexican. For you to pronounce it in a way that's not fucked. I don't know. Or like, and like we can pronounce it in different ways, but don't come at me for trying to pronounce it properly. They're like going up to some British person and being like, hey, your accent fucking sucks, even though we're saying the exact same words. Could you stop? I don't know. That's just how I feel though. But yeah. Honestly though, I will say that 4 years of Spanish in high school did not do shit for me. And like did not do nothing. I have people who speak very fluent Spanish at work cannot understand a lick of what they're saying, yo. Not even, I can't get 2 words in. I'm like, what? So that's all an Americanized Spanish for you. But I guess I go now.